Sofi update here on the 3rd. So we had a pretty big move lower because the overall market fell. It was down 3% almost at one point. And we are up here at 1490, looking great after the news over the weekend about the crypto reserve. And everything looked good, and then it just fell apart. But that was kind of expected because, again, if we look at this hourly, I think I mentioned this in the last video, but there's a very good chance to turn into a diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would expect that to be 5 waves. Instead, we get an extension, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You can have 9 wave extensions from time to time in Elliot Wave. So from there, we get a big move down here on Sofi. And what is this? In my opinion, it's probably an expanded flat. Either way, this is an impulse right here, and I see this as a 3rd wave. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Potentially down here, a little bit lower. If it breaks this low, then it's either an expanded flat B wave, so A, B, C, B, we would get a C wave up here, or it's 5 waves. I like the expanded flat better just because this right here looks like an impulse, and then you get ABC, ABC, and then you get an impulse down. This does not look like a C wave to me for a 4th wave. So for that reason, I'm leaning towards an expanded flat, which would just mean we'd have one more big move up here. We'd probably rip hard up here to 15.50 to 16 bucks. But after we ripped, we'd come back down here. And if it's a 5th wave, let's just say it's a 5th wave. The reason I don't like the 5th wave also is because we came back in to what would be the 1st wave. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like that. And then we would also retrace. And then we would come down for a C wave down here. So either way, a little bit more downside, I think, for this move. And then I'm saying maybe low 13s would probably be about right. And then after that, retrace. If we look at where AB is, the fib AB, this says 1307 is a 1.61 fib. That would be a good target for a B wave. And probably if it's a 5th wave as well. But normally, if it was a 5th wave, normally I would take it about the same length as the 1st wave, and that would take us way lower. That would take us all the way down here to 12 bucks. So that's another reason why I don't see it as a 5th wave. Because again, this is pretty much finished. We're about to fill that gap here at 4. We actually pretty much filled it today, and we bounced hard. So for all those reasons I gave, I think that this is likely a B wave, and we're going to see a C wave move higher here over the next, I would say over the next 3 to 6 days. But I don't think it's going to be that long, actually, unless we get this. If we get this move up here into the end of the week, we could get a B wave lower and then another move higher like that. It's just whether or not this will be the whole B wave or X wave, or if it's just part of it. So that's where corrective moves get kind of tricky. Right now, all I can project is this move right here. And I'm just projecting a little bit lower and then a big move higher up here to 15.50 to 16 bucks. I mean, it's possible that we get a running flat too, but we haven't retraced that much of this move right here. So this move, we've only retraced to like the 0.3 fib. Normally you want to see at least the 0.5 fib, so that's at 15.75. So like I said, if it's possible you get a running flat would look like this. And then you get this and you get like that. But if it's an expanded flat, we should be getting this to at least like 1575, which is the 0.5 fib. However, I think that it's very, very, very unlikely that that was the bottom right there at, and I've said that in previous videos, but I think this is very unlikely that this is the bottom here at 1342. But you're going to probably get some relief as well here soon. I would say tomorrow will likely be the bottom if today was not already the bottom. So get ready for the rest of the week. It should be up. I'd be very surprised if we just kept on going lower. I'd be very surprised. Just based on the overall market, we've gone down so much now in the last, what is this, the last 12 days. I mean, QQQ is down 8 or 9%. At the lows, it was down about 9%. So that's in 9 days. So odds are we go higher, and I showed you the way it's going to work out. It's going to either be ABC, or it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we retrace like this. If it's a 5-wave move, then the retracement's going to take a lot longer. The retracement's going to take probably a month. If it's an X wave, it could be really quick. It could be in the next couple of days. We just rip up here, and then we immediately fall apart again. But based on the overall market too, the thing is, I was looking at this, it's really hard to find the count that's going to come down again. I was thinking maybe A, ABC, A, ABC, B, C wave up here, and then we come down one more time. So the whole thing would be A, B, C. This right here would be A, B, C. B wave, and then one more time down. Although we filled this gap too. So there's a lot of different things to take into account. Right now, we just need to focus on this smaller wave count right here. And I think that it makes the most sense. A little bit more down, and then up here to 15.50 to 16 bucks. Maybe fill this gap at 16.15 before the next move down. And just take it day by day, because again, corrective moves can move so many different ways. That wouldn't necessarily be the end of this corrective move. That could just be A of an ABC move. That could be a minor A wave. We could get a B and come up here to 17 bucks. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go over the shorter time frame, and we should see some upward movement the rest of the week. I would say probably through Friday, Thursday, Friday, we at least get an up move after bottoming tomorrow, or we bottom today. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates. Oh, you know what? I didn't give you Tesla's count. Let me do that real quick. So Tesla has two counts potentially. A, B, or no, W, X, Y, W, double X, A, B, C. A 333 is one count. Or what's more likely, we come down here and make a new low tomorrow. So we make a fourth wave and come down here to this box at 270. However, I showed you on Sofi, we might get that move up, so Tesla might do the same thing. Maybe this is a really extended B wave, and we get a C wave up here. If that were to happen, then I would favor this being a 333. Because again, 333 is all ABC moves. ABC, 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 A, B, C. So the whole thing is actually, I can draw it out here, it's actually this. W, X, Y, double X, Z, like that. It's a 333. This is actually what you want if you're long. The reason you want this is because it would be finished within the next like week or two, and we could just go to new all-time highs. So on SoFi, that would look like what I just showed you. It would look like this. And then we'd be finished as well, because this whole thing would be A, B, C, or WXY. Same formation as Tesla. Both of these rip higher, and then we sell off to new lows one more time. So hopefully that makes sense. I know it gets confusing with all the corrective moves, but again, I'm leaning towards a huge rip on SoFi over the next 3 to 6 days, and then a sell-off down here to 11, 12 bucks. That's it for this update. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates, and you can donate if you want to, if I'm helping you out with buying me a coffee. It's in the description. That's it. Have a good night.